Good evening, Chairman Raymond, members of the committee. I'm Dr. Jose Cazares from McAllen, Texas. I am here today on behalf of the Texas Dental Association, over 9,000 members, and the Texas Academy of General Dentistry, which has over 2,500 members. Most importantly, I'm here as a dentist who has participated in the Medicaid program for more than 27 years. There are approximately 2.5 million children enrolled in Medicaid who need medical and dental services. Although we all agree that waste, fraud, and abuse cannot be tolerated in the Medicaid program, it is imperative that Texas avoid creating or perpetuating an investigatory and enforcement process that is overly aggressive in penalizing honest and diligent Medicaid providers. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you in support of Senate Bill 1803, which I feel creates transparency, clarity, and neutrality regarding investigation and enforcement activities of the OIG of the HHSC. I also want to thank Senator Huffman for working closely with the association and other stakeholders throughout the legislative development process, and I appreciate Chairman Raymond and members of the Human Services Committee for considering this very important bill. SB 1803 balances the state's obligation to prevent waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicaid by instituting much-needed comprehensive safeguards to protect Medicaid providers subjected to OIG investigation and enforcement. 1. The bill establishes clear, definitive timelines for the OIG's investigation and enforcement proceedings and provides transparency to the overall process. Under the bill, the OIG is required to post publicly on its website a description in plain English of the processes and procedures that they are going to use to determine whether to impose a hold on a payment to a provider. The proposed legislation also clearly defines a credible allegation of fraud as a fraud allegation verified by the state on a case-by-case basis, validated by the OIG, through careful and judicious review of all allegations, facts, and evidence surrounding the allegation. Furthermore, the bill requires OIG's notices for both payment holds and overpayments to include the OIG's specific basis and supporting evidence for the payment hold or overpayment, a description of the administrative and judicial remedies available to the provider, including an informal review, a formal administrative appeal, or both. 1803 tightens and codifies informal meeting timelines, creating an expedited process for determining the final outcome of both payment holds and overpayment. Additionally, it authorizes the provider subjected to recoupment to overpayment to have the option of appealing the decision to SOA or the HHSC Appeals Division. Providers may ultimately appeal a final administrative order for a payment hold or overpayment by filing a petition for judicial review in a district court in Travis County. Most notably, the OIG will be required to hire a Texas licensed dentist with significant knowledge of the Medicaid program as the OIG's dental director to help ensure that the reviews of dental records as part of their investigation are done by a qualified dental expert prior to the OIG imposing a payment hold or seeking recoupment of an overpayment from a dental provider. Lastly, 1803 requires HHSC to adopt rules establishing criteria for initiating full-scale fraud or abuse investigations, including establishing training requirements for OIG investigators. In closing, on behalf of the Texas Dental Association and the Texas Academy of General Dentistry, I want to stress that most dentists in Texas every day adhere to the highest level of professionalism, ethical behavior, while placing the care of their patients above all else. Senate Bill 1803 maintains Medicaid program integrity while also helping instill provider confidence and trust in the system by creating objective checks and balances for the OIG's Investigation and Enforcement Division. Chairman Raymond, I'd like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak in front of you. On behalf of the TDA and TAGD, thank you very much, and any questions?
Doctor, thank you. It doesn't look like we got any questions. I don't think the members have any questions left in them tonight, but
I understand.
We very much appreciate your coming back up, and you were here earlier for Representative Guerra's bill.
Yes, sir.
And it's my hope that we can put the two together. So.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have a question?
No.
Okay.